Our temperatures are going up, and it is starting to feel like summer more and more every day.
SNN's Adrian Hernandez explains how this heat can be deadly.
Now, summertime is knocking on our doorstep, and while that normally means a lot of sunshine, gorgeous weather, and fun times, it also means oppressive heat. And with our temperatures continuing to trend up, it's important to know that we're well above our seasonal average for this time of year, which is about 86 degrees for the month of May. Now, that being said, the one thing that Florida has an abundance of that only makes the heat worse is humidity. Now, the humidity concentration in the atmosphere is measured using what we call dew points. Dew points are the absolute measurement of how much moisture or water vapor is actually in the air. The higher the dew point, the more moisture that there is. Now, water cools far less efficiently than land does. So, for example, if you're standing on the beach in the middle of the day, that's why the water is usually nice and warm and the sand is blistering hot. So an abundance of moisture or water vapor in the atmosphere means your body can't cool as efficiently via sweating. This makes the already oppressive heat far worse. And while the beach is always the place to be during the summertime, it's important to enjoy the heat responsibly. High exposure to these high levels of heat and humidity is the perfect storm for heat strokes. Dehydration also plays a major role in the likelihood of a heat stroke and other heat-related illnesses. The best way to combat this is to drink your water. Now, depending on how much you weigh and how tall you are, you can determine how much water you should be drinking daily. I know it's way easier said than done. However, with how hot we're expected to be, it's almost paramount to make sure that you're hydrated. Other ways you can beat the heat and protect yourself is to wear appropriate amounts of sunscreen and stay in the shade as to not be exposed to the heat for long periods of time. All in all, stay safe out there and enjoy the beautiful Suncoast weather responsibly. Reporting from Sarasota, I'm Adrian Hernandez, SNN, the Suncoast News Network.
We all needed a lesson in that right now because
Yes.
we are just feeling it. Just
It definitely applies to current events, I would say.
Yes, exactly. And like, you know, about the water, you always are surprised how much you're supposed to drink, right? You know, but everyone has a Stanley these days, so it's a little bit easier. Just fill it up multiple times.
And also better for the environment, so you're not using plastic bottles. Exactly. I need to get myself a Stanley, honestly, because I go through plastic bottles a little more than I'd like to admit. So it's definitely good.
I do too. I want to get one of those gallon that has like the times where you can drink it, because that's what seems to help me most.
Those are great.
I always forget.
Absolutely, those are fantastic. But yeah, switching gears a little bit, we're expecting beautiful weather, at least for today. Humidity is really the only, you know, it's like the hair in the soup, so to speak. Everything else is looking great, but nonetheless,